Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Florida State Seminoles. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Seminoles will kick it off to get us underway. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking to throw on first down. Makes a connection. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. Finds his tight end. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. First and 10 from the 50. Gonna run it. It's Hawkins. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's second and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Second down, they'll go to the air. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the Doak. A run for the quarterback. Breaks into the open. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
And the Rebels back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Here's a quick throw out to the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, running back gets to give. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down to the 2. The Rebels headed quickly to the line. Trying to slam it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football team.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Pulled and fired complete. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
He's got an open man. Ripping through the defense. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. This guy hoping to join that long line of big playmakers for Florida State, whether it's Rashad Green, Kez McCorvey, or, of course, the great Peter Warren.
Yeah, finding those guys on the outside with game-breaking speed that you can build your offense around, that you know you can consistently throw the football, get Doak Campbell Stadium rocking, get everybody excited about Florida State.
To the air, it's Sperry. Quickly to the tight end. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might be changing the route. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, he'll throw it. On the run, still looking. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again, and with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Here comes the heat. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The defense coming up big there. And the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
He'll step out of bounds at the 13, and that gives him a little bit more room.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
There are analytics out there in college football that say maybe you can go for that at that point of the field here in the first half. It's still early. If you don't get it, you can come back later in the game, make it up, score some more points, and that mistake will be erased. The problem is right now at this juncture in the game, that was a big-time error. The fact that you didn't get that, you're now gifting your opponent points.
Got some room in under the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On the move from inside his 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Back has it. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
And the Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Got a man, it's Moss. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. He leaves it with his back. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. Quick completion to the right. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally with the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no 1st down.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on 3rd down at the dope. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there. They didn't get too greedy there. They knew what they needed, and he gets it just past the sticks.
Yeah, and I'd like to see the defense maybe be a little bit more aggressive, a little more in the face, because QBC's easy access. I'm going to throw the football. My receiver's got a little bit of space. He can get the first down. I'd like to see the defense make him work for it a little bit more.
The Rebels are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wide receiver. Now on the move. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. He'll step out of bounds. He's at the 33-yard line.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
And the Rebels kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Pulls and fires complete to the right. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
The Rebels will have it 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Here's the handoff. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Inside the 50. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, no! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the score.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but not able to get to the first down marker. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. And the Rebels will try to pick it up on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with this decision.
Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's Berry. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Behind the chains now on second and long. The short hands, it's McFadden. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the catch. It's McFadden. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. And the Noles have it with a 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Finds a little space. What a run. Takes it all the way down to the 11-yard line before he's forced out. They moved it into scoring territory. 1st and 10 from the 11. Rides the back and leaves it. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. On the ground, it's Cantrell. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved the touchdown.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Sends it back in motion. Dropping back, it's Berry. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Ran the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Direct snap. Shakes off the defender. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Looking to throw. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, and now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside, even though we're winning and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Red pass, it's complete. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw, it's Sperry. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Give him 6. Touchdown Seminoles. Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders at 1, 2, 3. Oh, there's no way they had 11, right?
I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass. Gets it out fast. And he's still running after the move. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. And the Rebels want to pick up the tempo.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going.
Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Fires to the big fella. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
How How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. To the ground with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Got his man quickly. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
The Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. A strike downfield. Touchdown, no! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. And this dude is spinning flaming spears everywhere, and he is cutting apart this defense.
You're going to have Noel Nation doing the chop, getting excited, getting jacked up about this guy, because this is the kind of day that starts to bring even more momentum to this spot. Now you got a quarterback that you can really trust.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far. And if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. He got a hand on it and deflected it, but probably just got a bruise off that missile and gave up the completion. Turning it on. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the 1st? The Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. To the air, it's Valentine. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They just keep firing. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate, hauls it in the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Rebels in the hurry up.
I love the aggressive nature offensively there. It's 4th down, and you're going to try and go for it. And you have so much confidence in your quarterback to be able to make that play, come up with a good throw, keep the drive alive.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Once he got some room, it was over. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive feat.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, you know, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Inside headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He has spent a lot of time in that end zone today, an absolute assault on the scoreboard.
No doubt about it. And guess what? I get to make a lot of highlights. I can copy and paste all of these touchdowns, show everybody the game I had. And the defense, well, you're just going to have to shake your head because you've been getting dominated.
And that is why they're called the Handstein people on onside kicks. Great job jumping on that ball.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Their lead down to 2 touchdowns as they go back to work on this drive. Grabbed in the backfield. It's McFadden.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Using his legs to buy some time. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Finds his man. It's McFadden. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
Back up now. Here's 2nd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Bringing the heat. He's going to run it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. You could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit. Nowhere to go with the football. Just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Looking to throw, it's Berry. Here's a heat. Quarterback got it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
That's such a gut punch if you're the defense, because you're trailing in this game. You've got to find a way to get off the field on 3rd down, but you can't stop the quarterback's scramble. He's just been making plays in this game in critical moments, none bigger than that one right there with the lead lately.
Touchdown, Florida State! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. And he's going to bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Pulls it in. It's Hawkins. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on first down. He lets one fly deep. Got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for your quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away. That's one you'd like to have back.
Got nothing last time. Now second and goal from the 3. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Fitted in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Let's go. Break. Single, single.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. There he goes. Touchdown Seminoles. And they take it in for 6 more points. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15, and he loses the football. Almost a disaster on that return, but they jump on it, and they'll maintain possession.
That's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball.
Looking to throw, it's Valentine. The sure hands, it's Bradley. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, he still got him on the turf.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Offense gets set for second down. Wants to go up top. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up third down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. He'll take the deep shot. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. And the Seminoles just got that huge run. They love another explosive play.
Hey, let's make some good calls, offense. Check. White 80, Brooklyn. White 80, Brooklyn. Blue 22. Blue 22.
Pulls and fires complete. He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. The Seminoles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Scanning the field, it's Sperry. Got his man on the outside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Noles line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. Making side adjustments here. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board.